A TikToker detailed essentially how she caught a catfish on Bumble. That's that dating app. And essentially, how did she do it? Well, by noticing that his green text revealed that he does not have an iPhone, despite one of his profile pics essentially featuring a person wearing an Apple Watch. Check this out.
I matched with this guy on Bumble, as one does. Can't take my hair seriously right now, but it's staying like this. Anyways, he's good looking, I'm into it. I have to message first because it's Bumble, duh. I don't really give him too much information about myself. I've definitely chatted with people too long on the app in the past, so I'm like, I'm not doing that this time. He says we should get dinner sometime, and I'm like, great, because obviously I don't want to talk in the app, I want to meet in person and see if I even like him. I say yes to having dinner. He says maybe sometime this week. I say sure, sounds good to me. And I give him my number and I say text me when and where. He texts me pretty quickly being like, hey, it's so-and-so. I see it's green. Now, why does that matter? This is the guy that I match with. What is he wearing? An Apple Watch. What does green mean? Means he does not have an iPhone. So I do a reverse image search of some of the pictures that he used on his profile. And what do we have here? An Instagram model from New York. I live in Ontario, so math's not mathing. The guy I matched with is pretending to be somebody named Miles. Not Ron, the actual guy that's in the pictures. Thankfully, I hardly spoke to this guy and invested 0% of my time and have not even told him yet that I know that he's catfishing me. Should I?
Well, gosh, I love all that investigatory work. So basically, she revealed that the guy got lazy with catfishing and decided to pull some of those random photos from an IG model to put as his profile photo, and he obviously should have been paying more attention. It's also worth considering how Bumble's message feature works. So basically what we have is from Distractify, reportedly anywhere from 1% to 5% of all profiles on dating apps are fake, depending on the application we're talking about. Now, Bumble began as a female-centric version of Tinder, where men cannot reach out or interact with women until they do so first. And in this situation, well, we definitely know that Bumble did not notify her that they removed the user, or he did notify her that they removed the user from her platform, which it's a bonus. Cenk?
So to give you a sense of how much of a boomer I am, I always wondered what the green meant. Like, why do some of them show up in green? I don't get it. So at least the mystery is solved for me through this story. Okay, now on to the real stuff. Adrian, I'm gonna take it in a slightly different direction. Where do we draw the line in catfishing? Because this guy clearly he's using a fake picture. But is it catfishing when I hold up the phone like this, right? And do this so that I look skinnier because I'm holding up the phone above me and I'm doing the duck face. When does it cross the line?
I would say that does not cross the line. So essentially, if you enhance your features or you try to make yourself more attractive based on societal definitions of what is attractive, I think that that is fine. I think it's a matter of purporting to be something totally different than you actually are, or to have something you totally do not have, then that becomes the true problem. And this individual, it's like that wasn't even their face. Like, that's kind of like, it's a little far. It's different than me putting on this face as opposed to the face I wake up with, the one that mama gave me. So it's just, no, it's a whole different thing.
No, I hear you, and so this one's an easy case, right? This is definitely catfishing. It's not even that guy, right? And you put a picture of a model. And so on this one, I have a different question, which is, what happens when he shows up to the date? And let's say that he looks like a schlep like me. You're like, wait, what? Right?
Okay, I think everybody who is online dated has had a story where they've shown up and the person looked nothing like their photo, and it feels very violative. It's cruel and it's wrong, and and it's not okay. So I could imagine that would instantly get you I gotta go deuces. Like, if you're gonna be lying this hard from the jump, I can't take these risks. Like, Lord knows. But it is rather comical the extent to which people lie.
Yeah, well, I mean, so if it's bad enough, there's an easy answer to that, right? So let's say you show up and it's definitely not the guy, right? So he's done a massive lie, then so it's easy for you to say, I just gotta use the restroom, I'll be right back. And then just go home. And then what's he gonna do, complain that you lied?
Right. True. No, I remember doing this thing where I was like, you need to pay the bill, I'm leaving. But I'm also Princess Confrontational. But yeah, because there's no way in hell I'm gonna sneak out. I will walk out in your face to let you know, so this resonates, so that pain you feel and that embarrassment, so that it hits you, so that you stop with this, because you're wasting everybody's time. It's not okay, not okay.
And by the way, this is not to bash men. Let's be honest, from time to time, it'll be women who are doing the false advertising, right?
Oh, very true, very true.
And it's not just about looks too. There's tons of different ways that people lie to each other. That's why, going back to the original question, Adrian, I don't think it's as clear as people think it is. People lie about their income, their profession, their height, their weight. I mean, people lie about everything, right? And some of that is considered fair game, and some of it is considered totally out of bounds. So that's why I think the line is not super clear. For example, once somebody on air here said that they used to pretend to be a professional hockey player, and they aren't. Is that out of bounds?
Yes. Like, oh my God, like the extent to which people lie. No, like that's, if we're gonna have to start at this place, like at least have, because like, for example, when I've traveled abroad, I tell people I'm a teacher, which is a spinoff of essentially what I do. But it's not that far-fetched of a lie. Like, I'm not saying, oh, I'm a Major League Baseball player. Like, come on now, at least be able to justify your lies. But also too, it's like, do you really wanna start a relationship off on these lies?
Well, no, I think that most of the guys are mainly concerned about the start of the relationship, if you know what I mean. And hence they're like, well, if the lies catch up with me, we'll deal with it afterwards, right? But again, men are not the only ones who lie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and they're not the only ones who present something that isn't perfectly factual about their background, their appearance, etc. And so, look, guys, that's the thing, right? People say, oh, they never lie. I mean, there's 1,000 white lies we all do, right? I got news for you. My name isn't Jake at Starbucks. It's still Cenk, but I don't want to go through C-E-N-K, but the C is pronounced like a J and it's Cenk. So I just say Jake. Yeah, that's technically a lie. Have I lied to my mom at times about what I was doing the other night? Of course, right? So that's why I think it's a little bit blurrier, but this guy kind of blew it out of the water with the fake model picture. And I almost wanted to do like To Catch a Catfisher episode. Ooh, maybe that might be a good show, right? You find the guys who with the totally fake pictures, and then they show up to the date. I just want to see what this guy looked like so bad. What did the real guy look like?
I don't know, but I can tell you that I think it's just really in poor form, and it's an easy way to lose someone, to be out here lying this early and this egregiously. Like, and people just get caught, and it just makes you look pathetic. I'm just like, bring you to the table? Because yeah, you'd hate to actually fall for someone and they fall for you and then they walk away and you feel like an idiot. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, look, having confidence in who you actually are, I have been told, is sexy.
Very.
Okay, so trying to be someone you aren't isn't gonna work anyway in the long run, for sure. And being strongly yourself just might, right? And super last thing. Look, again, I've been on the male side of this, obviously, right? And so not everything is all rainbows and unicorns on this side either. And so I remember when I stopped being a lawyer and I became a struggling talk show host, I would often get the question on dates, "You're sure you're not going back to law?"
Yeah, bro, everybody wants a stable income. Like, come on now.
Yeah, and well, that's true. But you know what it does is, for people who are not as confident, it provides an incentive to go, I might. Right?
Very true.
I had a woman ask me 3 times in one date, "Are you sure you're not going back to law?"
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. Because also, as like a lawyer on these dating things, when I would be on the platform and I'd be out in LA, oh my goodness, how these guys were like, "Oh, you're a lawyer," because they saw me as the meal ticket, and I'm just like, "And I know you're a struggling actor. Okay, I got it. Nice. That's cute. Sure, yeah."
Well, if anybody saw me as a meal ticket, they were quickly disabused of that notion when I couldn't pay the bill.
Oh.
So it was literally not a meal ticket. Back in the day when I used to have girls take me out. And look at that, guys. Look at what confidence can get you. You look like this, and girls take you out, all on confidence, nothing else.
Oh God, help me. Yeah, and by the way, not this girl. Yeah.
No, it wouldn't work with
Not taking out anybody. Not taking out anybody. Nope. I'm gonna ride that gender wage gap. That's right.
All of a sudden. All of a sudden. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.